1,000,000%. You know, he didn't give an exact. Well, I mean, I guess he said 1,000,000%, but you know, this. To think that the leveling isn't a valid part of the content or something you just race through is kind of not how they intended the game to be played. Well, that's why it's different. You know, the retail mentality on retail. And I'm not saying anything against retail. I'm just saying it's different. Like, they don't really value the leveling experience much. So it's nice. You have the classic. If you value leveling and you want to have that nice vibe, that chill vibe, more of that RPG feeling, like classic, level through it. And if you want to do more of the endgame stuff, then you have multiple options. You can either do classic, or you can do Mythic Plus and all that. Even in GMA, Jordan said they worked really hard on Westfall. Yeah. Is there a chat command script like /play that will show how many deaths you've had, or does it require video streaming recording? Yeah, everybody's expected to stream or record, and believe it or not, it sounds like a pain in the butt, but it's essentially the magic that I think it makes this all work. Because if there wasn't any streaming or recording, that means there's no death clips, there's no highlights, there's less of a sense of community, and we all probably wouldn't be here right now. So it's twofold. Not only does the streaming and recording basically make it so there's a CCTV camera on every character and gives you some degree of accountability for all the people doing the hardcore challenge, but it also like promotes the community because people are streaming it, and it's good content. A lot of streamers like have the issue of being in a content drought. They can't think of anything to do. You know, the game's been out for a while. Nax isn't out yet. AQ's getting a little stale. So it fixes the content problem for streamers too. It's just a lot of things coming together, and everything just makes sense. What spec are you now? I am a polearm specialization arms. And I'm dipping into Fury, so I just got my first really tasty point in Fury. I got Enrage, and I'm about to get my second point in Enrage here in a second. That's huge news. Seems kind of late though. With regard to what? Oh, the multi-boxing. Yeah. I mean, better late than never, though, right? So. Have you done any hardcore raids? No, that hasn't. The challenge is over at 16. If Blizzard did ever implement the hardcore server, though. In 2020, 2021, if they ever did it, people would try to do hardcore raiding, right? Knowing how sweaty people can get now, I think there would absolutely be some people that would actually dare step foot into a raid in hardcore. People would try. I'm convinced. It would have to be an official server, though. It would have to be. Like, I don't think if we tried to do that, where everybody, you know, it's not like a real server, like, the expectation is that you delete. I don't think people would delete, first of all, and it wouldn't feel that worth it. If it was truly a hardcore server, I think people would try. Hardcore Veil, right? We've talked about this and linked on this stream before, though. I mean, apparently there are ways to not die to Veil. You know, even if you have that debuff, there are things you can do. Or if you have Living Bomb on Baron or something, there are ways to survive it. You can be creative. So, can you imagine seeing Sulfurous on a HC server, right? This is a Blood Sail, Tyrus. True. I just wish Blizzard could do a thing like OSRS's Iron Man modes and hardcore modes. Yo, I mean, this is a small, tiny, itsy-bitsy step in the right direction, though, kinda. I mean, it has nothing to do with hardcore, but, you know, Blizzard's doing something that's not financially driven. Isn't that crazy? Banning multi-boxing and stuff, man, like, that makes them less money. It's just crazy to think about. go through your talent choices, please. I'm really tempted to try this, but I'm bad at building arms. Arms is pretty streamlined. We have the parry. In hardcore, more so than ever, this is really good. Especially if you're going to tank some dungeons, this is really good. Offense, defense, survivability, just checks all the boxes. We used to have imp charge early. In hardcore, you respec a lot for the level bracket IMO. This is what it's looking like. Full arm spec. That's arms. And then Fury, we're down. We used our 5 kind of flex points. You could go booming voice to get like an extra minute on your battle shouts and stuff, or you could go unbridled, but we have such a slow weapon that this is not really going to move the needle too much. So we got Imp Battle, Imp Demo, Piercing Howl, Blood Craze 3 out of 3. This is kind of sus, but hey, it's something. It's some kind of sustain. If you get into a bad spot, it could save your life possibly. Just a little bit of healing. This will definitely be the last weapon till 60. There's nothing better than this. What do you think about the hardcore raids where instead of permadeath you would just raid out of the week? It'd just be so hard to manage it. I don't know, man. I would, you know, more power to you if someone wants to try to organize that, but I just think in order for people to really take it seriously, you would need the stakes to be that high. You would need to have that like allure of one life, death is delete. They get, because people would just, I don't know if they'd have enough interest in it. They would just want to play the game normally, right? It would have to be a totally separate server. Totally different meta. Blood Craze is so ass. Yeah, just think about it in a hardcore light, though. Think about what else, what other talent choices are going to choose. Imp Cleave. I was shilling for Imp Cleave, but people in the chat were saying the same thing. I mean, there's people that say Blood Craze is horrible. There's people say that Imp Cleave is horrible. I think Imp Cleave is actually like okay, it's decent because, again, when you use it in tandem with sweeping strikes, it actually ends up getting a bit more value. Either way, it doesn't seem like there's anything outstanding here. I guess you could go for the battle shout, but a part of me likes just getting a little bit of healing, a little bit of passive healing in combat, as opposed to just a slight attack power increase. The AP from Battle Shout is Abyss. I'm over those points. Yeah, it might be. You might be right. But let's see. So 3% of your total health. We're at 3,400 health. So 1% is 34, right? So 34 times 3. 34, 68, 90, 102. 102. That actually doesn't sound bad, though, honestly. Does that sound bad? You get crit, you get 102 health? That doesn't sound horrible. Yeah, it's only over 6 seconds. It's not like you get that 100 health over 24 seconds or something. 100 health isn't bad, man. Every time you get crit, you get 100 health. It's not that bad. Damage mitigation on crits, yeah. I mean, it's making the damage more smooth, right? Isn't that what it's all about in hardcore? So you want to keep like a really nice, smooth, Crazy, we're in Winterfall now. I started watching when we walked into STV for the first time. That's crazy, man. We had some folks in here in the chat that have been watching since the Valley of the Trials, man. Barons. What does the hardcore community think of grouping with other hardcore players? Not out in the open world. You can't group out in the open world unless you're just going to head straight to a dungeon. But that's you can still group with hardcore players, but it just has to be for a dungeon, and you're limited to 1 instance ID per dungeon. But people look forward to it. Those rare opportunities to get together and do a dungeon are... It's like the highlight of people's day, you know? Like, yo, we're doing Maradon tonight. Like, hell yeah, you're planning for it. You're getting consumes. You're getting world buffs. All for a dungeon. And it's something you really look forward to. And with the stakes being so high, you never get somebody that AFKs in a dungeon or anything, right? Everybody's taking it dead serious. You're in comms. You're talking about things. Because even one casualty is, like, completely unacceptable, you know? The real drawback is that when mobs won't crit you off if you're fighting about optimal levels for warrior. That's true. But the interesting thing when it comes to items, itemization, talent points, a lot of these things you choose not for your just regular mob-to-mob combat. You choose a lot of talents and trinkets and items like Lifestone. Like, I'm not choosing this to get value every mob I fight. I'm wearing these items like Nifty Stopwatch and Lifestone. I have Mark of the Chosen. Mark of the Chosen would improve my combat efficiency way more than either one of these. But I'm not wearing it because you're only as strong as your escape. You know, like, you need some way to recover when bad things inevitably happen. So, like, Blood Craze may save us when we're in a horrible spot. It may not do much for us just when we're grinding mob to mob, but when we really need it because we only have one life, this might actually come in handy someday. That's my take on it. What's the deal if somebody randomly heals you? Oh yeah, no, you're good, you're good. You just have to not ask for it personally. You know, you know if you're playing in the spirit of it. Yo, Foot Cookie 4444 with the tier 1 subscription. Thank you so much, Foot Cookie. Welcome to the channel, my man. You're still the only one to run Hardcore Mara in the group members, right? I think so. Yeah, maybe the EU folks did it. I'm not sure, but yeah, I ran it twice. Lifestone might be the best hardcore trinket. Yo, you're not wrong, especially on Warrior too, because you're constantly getting damage too. So even the HP 5 component of it, because we get 10 HP 5, you are you're getting like full value from that because you're always taking damage. You know, it's not like a Warlock or something you're sitting in. You can still tap as a Warlock though. You know, imagine you got it on a mage. You get like no value from that side of it. Every second of like my combat time, I'm getting value from trinket. Okay. Man, the winter spring music is a vibe for sure. Loving the stream, best WoW stream. Really appreciate it, dude. It's good to have all of you guys here. Yo, another hardcore up here. Yo, he's so high level too. Mahutu. 56, yo. Nice, man.
For the Horde.
It's nice seeing people up in the 50s on hardcore. I don't care what class you are. If you get up into the 50s on hardcore, you've been through the ringer, man. Alright. Boomstick and Lifestone. This is the busted run for sure. But can't get too cocky though, because until we cross that line in the sand, we always got to think of HC Berserker. That dude's death clip is the gold standard for why you don't stop trying until the very end. 59. He died in this zone as well. You gotta run Sunken Temple, get the Diamond Flask? Yeah, we've been talking about it. I'm just kind of scared, man, of Sunken Temple. I don't know it that well of the dungeon. And, it would just be such a bummer to die in Sunken Temple. We're so close to the finish line. I'll probably be 58 by the time we do Sunken Temple. How can you tell if someone else is playing hardcore? You can't unless they have HC on the end of their name, but I would say maybe like 50-60% of the community, they have HC on their name. You don't have to, but it indicates that you're a hardcore player. That could be advantageous or disadvantageous. It's like, you know, you wear it as like a badge of honor, you know? People know, like, even just a regular player, like, oh man, this guy hasn't died before. You know? So, I don't know, they may help you, they may buff you, they may try to get you killed, you never know. Is that the Ice Spear from PvP? It is, my man. Alterac Valley. Getting close, boys. 6%? Yo, you guys don't want to see my Discord right now. I have so many DMs right now from people talking about the multi-boxing. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. That's how you know I've been like a broken record for like months. Your prayers have been answered. Oh my god, that's so funny. Please don't do SD. My anxiety will be through the roof. Yo, you and me both, man. Just can't bitch out when Grays wants to do it, you know? Grays wants to do it. We got people who want to do it. I'll be tanking it too, man. Very spooky. Have you hardcore to 60? Just one so far. Just a row. Yeah, multi-box is getting banned, Bradley. No more. Now I can finally shut up. Finally shut up about it. I don't think they banned them yet. They said they're gonna give warnings, right? They're gonna like slow roll it a little bit, but eventually the thought is they're gonna ban it. And already a line in the sand has been drawn so that, you know, a lot of it is self-policing in Classic too. So already, because we know it's gonna be banned, you know, people are probably gonna be. It's gonna have a different perception if you're still multi-boxing now, you know. All right, am I in good shape or bad shape here? Am I in good shape or bad shape here? I might have to potion. This guy needs to die. Alright. Yeah, battle shell. Kind of bad shape though, wasn't it? 40% still, we're fine. I did my whole wombo on them and they weren't falling over. I got worried there for a second. Alright. So... 2 totemics, 5 Yeti furs. Totemics, those are the dark colored ones, right? Yo, Pow Pow Cow with the Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, Mr. Cow. Keeping the lights on over here. The Cargo's game and supporting the stream. Keeping the dream alive. You'd love to see it. Thank you very much for the Prime, brother. You think you'll switch to Prospect soon? I was thinking about it. We were talking about it on stream earlier, but I just think the Ice Barb Spear is so unbelievably powerful that it nullifies all the other specs. Because if I had to go prod, I would have to use Thrash Blade. And Ice Barb Spear is just... I don't know, like as soon as you get Ice Barb Spear, I think you just use it for the rest of the game. It puts out so much more pressure, that pressure is probably significantly better than the additional defense and survivability you have with Rod. Yo, I'm headed to bed. Good luck on your Death Clip 7 just released. Oh, dude, yo, we should watch that. You guys want to watch that in a minute? That's in the chat. You guys see Brandon Media. He's the dude who makes the site. He made the logos. You know, he made most of the you know, Esquire's logo, my logo. A lot of the top people in the community. He made all their logos and stuff. He just made a new Death Clip compilation. You should watch that. That'll be fun. And we got F's in the chat tonight too, so. The pressure versus survivability argument is why we are suggesting Imp Battle Shout or Blood Graze. Okay, yeah, I hear you, Arachnid. Not to be the dead horse. No, I like to talk about this stuff. I love talking, trust me, man. I love talking about the old talents. Here's my thought, though. I don't think, because, so 1 point is 9, 1 point right now, because I have 1 point in Battle Shout, this is 9 attack power. So I assume 2 points would be like 18 attack power, 3 points, 27 attack power, 4 points, 36 attack power, 5 points, 45 attack power. I mean, I can just calculate. So what is it? It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So it's 25% of, where's Battle Shout? 25% of 198. So 25% of 200 is 50. Oh, wait, no. Yeah. So 50 attack power. I feel like 103 healing on a crit adds more value to the fight than 53 attack power. I think 53 attack power might add 20 damage to the fight. I'm just guessing. I'm just shooting from the hip here. Just playing devil's advocate. 53 attack power Or whatever, what was I say? 50 attack power? 50 attack power might add, what, 25 damage to the fight? As opposed to 100 healing? Talk about it there. Yo, Cap with 100 base. My order just showed up. About to give it a try. Oh, dude, it's actually good stuff, Cap. I drank it today. I've been drinking it in the morning instead of coffee. Well, that's a lie. Today I had 1 cup of coffee, but then I also had Mo after. But yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, today I had 1 cup of coffee, but had 1 scoop of the blue fizz, the blue raspberry one. Plus 100 healing every time you get crit. Yeah. There's also some value in the idea that Blood Craze can give you value like when you're not swinging too, like you're just running away from something. So that's what I mean in terms of like the escape. Imagine I'm getting pummeled by like 4 mobs and I'm just running away from my life. You know, that Imp Battle Shout's doing nothing for me in that situation. The Blood Craze is. So I'm running away from all these mobs, you know, I'm healing a little tiny smidgen, and maybe I survive with 5% health or something. Okay, I need some Yeti furs, gotcha. I see what you're saying. I'm not 100% sure how the math... Yeah, same here. I'm not 100% either, sure either, but I figure... I don't know. It's also just kind of fun to look at, right? Just get another thing down here. You can just look at it. Home stretch, man. Awesome to see. Would you say Warrior has been the biggest pain to do hardcore with? Yes, for sure. By a massive margin. I was feeling really, really bad up until we got Ice Barb Spear. It feels a bit better now. But like Alliance Warrior with no Ice Barb Spear in this level range, as we like right here.
Great to meet ya.
Bro, they would be kicking rocks right now.
Off with ya.
No Ice Barb Spear, because Alliance never wins AB. I was getting 1v1'd by stuff. The icon for Blood Craze looks sick. Yeah, no, for sure, it really does. It's nice to hear appreciation for Blood Craze. Thought it was so underrated. Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's merits for you know, Battle Shout too, though. Like if you do a dungeon, that's probably gonna give you way more impact than Blood Craze, right? Giving everybody in the group 50 attack power instead of just you 50 attack power, like that's big right there. But you know, that's what makes Classic so awesome. All the talents have so many implications to them. Yo, guys, we're close, man. We're like 2%. Oh yeah, I know Alliance has it, but they just don't really win AB. Like, what's the chance that you win an AB as Alliance? Probably pretty small, right? Like 5%, 10%. I use two-hand Fury with the same weapon on hardcore. Flurry, Death Wish, and Rage is so awesome, but you lose it on AoE with no sweeping strikes. Yeah, I'm still finding value with sweeping strikes, though. Mortal Hardcore Warrior in the chat. That's the dude who tanked our Maradon. Fuck am I doing? He's going two-handed Fury, which is a really interesting spec. And I think the juiciest thing out of two-handed Fury is it allows you to 1v1 stuff really well because you get Death Wish, and then 2, you get this Flurry. So with a really slow weapon like IBS, this Flurry probably slaps so hard, and he plus could get the max in Rage. The thing that he loses though is you lose 5% crit, which is pretty juicy. You lose sweeping strikes. And with a big, hard-hitting, slow weapon like IBS, Mortal Strike does slap. So Bloodthirst is going to be doing way less than Mortal Strike, because it's just based off attack power instead of weapon damage. So it's hard to know which one's better, but I like how he's building the car in a different way. Flurry is huge. Yeah. This is my first month of WoW and just lost 50% need roll for Wolfpack gloves. What is that? Wolfpack gloves? I don't even know what that is, my man. You're alright. Hopefully the community hype for the Hardcore Challenge will make Blizzard introduce rewards and achievements for it. Yeah, I mean, We'll just see. Best thing we can do is just to prove to Blizzard that I mean we have nothing to prove though. I mean even if it just ended here, like, you know, with the amount of people we have, it's fine. I don't know if I'm Blizzard, I'm thinking the same thing we're all thinking though. Like, how is it going to be during TBC? It's still going to get, you know, people into it. TBC. But if we had enough people in the Discord watching the community cups every couple months, all that, eventually they would have to say something about it. Maybe when we get to 10K people in the Discord. We have 8K people in the Discord now, guys. Just a few months ago, 2 months ago or something, we had 2K. Now we're up to 8K. Pretty sick. Literally, Rage 3 just felt so much more impactful in the 30s compared to Sweeping Strikes. Yeah. For sure. Sweeping Strikes is kind of dangerous to do in hardcore. Kinda. Because you're fighting multiple mobs. The really interesting thing that I learned recently was that dual wield throughout every stage of the game, if you're leveling a warrior, will generate more rage than two-hander. That's just a little tidbit you can take with you from today's stream, which that's just a new thing I now know. It's pretty cool. What's that enemy health bar mod? Type !UI if you aren't interested in getting all these mods and add-ons and stuff. Alright guys, we're a few kills away from the big ding, from the big 5-7, guys. Let's get to this next level. With each level we get a little bit stronger, and less stuff on this Azeroth can kill us, man. Yeah, and we have a higher chance of escaping stuff that chases us as well. $60 to $70 hardcore seems pretty sketchy. Yeah, it's a long haul, dude. 60 to 70 1x. Takes like a week or so. Once you hit 60 and you die, still delete? No, the challenge is over at 60, my man. Just gotta get to 60. Then you earn your freedom. You can take a big breath of fresh air. You can breathe again. The clench can go away. You can chill. You can actually just enjoy your character. You don't have to stress all the time. You know, you can keep your character. Because at least for me, everybody's different. But the main thing that motivates me, well, one thing I don't want to let you guys down in the stream, of course, but you're playing for keeps, man. You're playing for the pink slip. So if this character dies before 60, I'll delete him and never play him again. You know, and when I have 5, 6, however many days played on the line, that's the stuff of nightmares. Oh yeah, Zombos, yep. Yeah, we were talking about it, man, yeah. Having a little celebration. Pretty stoked. Yeah, Bonko, hard. Ice Barb Spear and a hardcore character, yep. And we have 2 epics, Bonko. I think we're the first hardcore character to get 2 epics. Oh, actually, you know, Nom Nom got 2 epics, but I think we're the first hardcore character to have 2 usable epics that, like, we're using on our character, you know, instead of, like, just some cloth thing that drops or something. You just hide Navy pretty much. Yeah, I mean, I was just killing wolves. 31, 5, 15 bro. Defense armor, last stand crit. Yo, I'll take a look. Yo, could you DM me that, Zekas? That sounds really interesting, man. So you're able to get last stand? Last stand seems awesome. Just for escaping? You only go down just enough to get this? Just another thing that can keep you alive? Yo, I might do that, actually. Can I still keep Mortal Strike or no? Yeah, 31. So you should be able to, right? Wow. Floyd got a frozen brand. Yeah, he deleted it, right? That was crazy. Freezing band. Yo, Nom got one too, and he got it on Mage. How insane is that? While leveling. And then he said later that the freezing bag saved him. Does last stand give you HP or just increase the max limit? Let's read it. grants you 30%. Yeah, so it gives you. Yep. 30% of your maximum hit points for 20 seconds. So again, like, you're probably going to be killing stuff a bit slower, but you have another oh shit button. You have another escalation of, another little escalation of force, or whatever the opposite of escalation of force, escalation of defense. Just to get out of a bad spot. It's going to take a little bit more for those mobs to kill you. Rip Mongoose indeed, brother. How the fuck does Last Stand work? So pretty much if I'm in a bad spot, let's say like I aggro 3 things on me, I pop it and it'll shoot my health up 30% of my max, and it'll last for 20 seconds. But then after, correct me if I'm wrong guys, but after it goes away, like the 20 seconds elapses, you lose that health. Like you just, a big chunk of your health goes back down. So you have to make sure you get into a safe spot and account for that health going away when the time comes. So it's just another thing you can use, right? We get into a bad spot, what do? We have one FAP Nifty, and we have triple healing right here. Because if I use the FAP, I can't use Major Healing Potion, but even if that was the case, I feel confident that I still have 700 to 900 plus this to heal up a little bit. Yo, see you later, Arcane Man. Peace out. So if you're below 30% when it runs out, do you die? No, I think it'll take you down to 1% now. It'll probably take you to 1 HP. No, it's a percent of your maximum, not percent of what you're at. That's what it says here. Yeah, so like, even if I'm low, it'll give me. So right now, if you give me 30% of my max HP, which is 3,400, how much is that? What's 30% of 3,400? 10% of 3,400 is 34. Oh no, it's 340. Wait. 10% of 3K is 30. Wait, what the fuck? Shouldn't have done that. Let me just do math. 3401 divided by. 3401. Times. So it really give me that much? 1,020? Holy shit, that's actually pretty damn good if you think about it that way. No, I'm usually okay with the math. My bad, I just had a brain fart. I did all this shit called Kumon when I was a kid, and it actually made me kind of like okay with like doing little calculations like that. But I just, sometimes just get a brain fart. That's a lot of health though, right? 1,020? Holy shit! Actually, might be good to pick up, man. Just to assure the victory. When you put it that way, 1,000 health. Oh my god, man. 1,020 health. Oh, yo, there it is, guys. 57, boys. We're all here for it. 3 levels to go, dude. You should love to see it. Unless you don't love to see it. We get our second point in Enrage. Each one of these points is making us significantly stronger, right? When that Enrage procs with 10% melee damage buff now. So nice. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys being here, tuning into the stream. Let's keep it going, keep it going. A little bit stronger, less stuff can kill us. There's one thing I've learned about Classic WoW, playing it for all these years now too, is the level is probably the single most important thing. Even more so than having like an Oni buff or, I mean, to an extent, right? Your level affects so much. You know, just having one level on a mob means they're gonna like, they just hit you way less, you resist more of their spells, you glance more of their blows, dodge, parry, all this. You hit them more, They have less chance to daze you because you have more defense, right? There's that too. You pull less. Everything has a smaller aggro radius. You could probably go on and sit here for like and list all the things out. But that's like the best thing you can do to get stronger, is just to get a level or two. Can't believe you might get Rogue and Warrior to 60. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, this is a PvE server. So we got 4 more Yeti coats to get. What else do we got outstanding? Yetis, Owl Beasts. So that guy HC Berserker, he died up here, by the way, guys. This is the one area of Winter Spring we probably want to avoid. I don't know, for some reason, everything is very strong up here. So, anything past... Honestly, anything past this mountain, probably. I'm not going to go up there. Yo, take care, Torian. 57, 3 to go. Got all these. How's my inventory doing? Pretty scuffed. Oh, we can check on the major healing potion recipe in Everlook. Let's see if it's up. That'd be nice. Then I'll never have to sweat about potions because I think I have all the materials to make it, and then some. No, fingers crossed it's there. Only for making more mongoose, it might be worth it to consider plague lands, bro. Trust me, man. I want the plague lands. I want the plague bloom. I popped my head in there. I announced it in guild chat. I told everybody when I was going to go into plague lands. I was like, yo, wish me luck, guys. I'm going into plague lands. And 15 minutes later, I was leaving because I tried to loot a plague bloom, and there was a skeleton. There was a caster skeleton and 2 like melee skeletons or ghouls or whatever, and I almost died being there just for a few minutes. And I was like, man, this place is not for warriors. You have to work for every plague bloom. They're not free, because if you look at at least the Western Plague Lands map, if you look at it, if you pull up the Gathering Route on Wowhead, you'll see that all the plague bloom is around the farms. It's not just out in the open. So if you're trying to get that plague bloom, you have to clear a bunch of stuff, and the mobs aren't exactly fun to kill as a warrior. I go being alliance now. You got 2x orcs. I hear ya. I mean, the thing is, on PvE server, you can play both. So you can play both. But we were hoping to just hold it down for the alliance a little bit because everybody's gonna go horde. So we felt that maybe it'd be better. Plus, you'd have shorter PvP queue times and stuff like that. All right. Oh yeah. Let's check the potion. Turn off the music while we're here too. For some reason, it's so loud. Alright, guys, fingers crossed. Get your blessed runs ready. Please have it.
Aha! Potential customer.
You fucking love to see it. The blessed run continues. The major healing potion recipe is in stock. Let's go. That is amazing. That's amazing. Very, very nice. Yo. Got it. Major healing potion recipe acquired, boys.
Be good.
Alright, let's learn this sucker right here. 1,050 to 1,750. Golden Sam. Oh, you do need golden Sam-Sams. Oh shit. I think I have some in the bank though. So this is golden Sam-Sams and Silver Sage. Alright.
Hey, how you doing?
The Sam-Sam's right here, baby. Oh, dude. We can actually pop potions again. Imagine, dude. Imagine. How many should I craft? Oh, this is so juicy right now.
I got what you need.
Is it crystal vial? Yeah.
Keep it real. Have a good one.
Let's craft. I don't want to totally decimate my Silver Sage supply because I need some for the. I need some for mongoose. What do you think? Maybe like 5? I have 8. No. Let me craft. Let's get up to 15 potions. 15's pretty good, right? Craft 7. And then I'll save the Silver Sage for the mongoose. 7 potions, pretty juicy. Congrats on Mongoose. Yeah, man. Yo, yeah, farming satyrs. You should see how much fell cloth I have. I have like 40 something fell cloth. And farming the satyrs like crazy. 57? Yeah, man, almost there. Are you still holding on to what? What's NNN? Courtney, good to see ya. The best thing about alchemy core utility? Yeah, for sure. On warrior? Oh, yo, look, we can make this too. Elixir of Detect Demons. How useful would it have been when we were doing that place with all the stealth guys? I wonder if it would have detected the stealth guys. Probably would have, right? Yeah, I think that's good for now. 15 major healing pots, bro. Look at this, man. Feeling so safe. Got 2 epics, major healing pot recipe.
Yo!
Okay, things are looking good. Let's see. Should I carry all 15 on me, though? It's gonna eat a lot of info. Maybe carry 10. Is 10 too little? Or you think that's good for potions? I think 10's good. What do you guys think? Yeah, I got a lifestone. I have 2 epics right now. Just deposit some of my herbs. Ice cap. This, Sam's. Hell yeah, Jordan's still kicking. If you need 15 on you, you're in a bad spot. Oh, so 10 is good, right? Okay. Plague Bloom, I need this. Crystal Ball, I need this. I think I need everything.
Have a good one.
Alright. The journey continues. Let's kill some more Yetis. He has a talent spec over there. I would like to take a look at this. This is actually a pretty exciting talent spec. Let's take a look at this together. This is a talent spec that maybe allows us to have our cake and eat it too. We can look at it together and see if you guys like it or not. I appreciate it. It's almost like a hybrid warrior spec. Let's take a look at this. See what you guys think. Alright. So, I'll just blow it up a little bit bigger. We have, let's take a look at this. So, we're down in Prot to get last stand. Wait, how come there's Imp Revenge though? Why is there only 1 point here? 6% armor, 10 defense skill. I like that. It's better than the shield one. Only thing is, I might get the shield if I was the tank. If I was the tank ST, get last stand. Blood Rage is nice. This actually is kind of nice, man. You get 10 rage from this. Oh no. I get 5 extra rage from this. 5 instant rage. And you get this 5% crit from Fury. That's nice. And then you still get Mortal Strike, and you still get Polearm spec. So pretty much you're telling me that I could have another big oh shit button. What would I lose? I would lose the Imp Demo Shout. I haven't been using this that much recently, that much. I'll still use it situationally. I would use Piercing Howl, which I haven't been using that much, to be honest. It's good though. I understand the use case of it. I would lose some Blood Craze and a couple in Enrage. I mean, it's kind of tempting, man. My question is, why is there this one random point that Imp Revenge? Let me try to go through the Prot talents and see if maybe you can't open up the tier without it. Oh no, yeah, you don't have to get it. Armor value. Yeah, what about just this instead of the Imp Revenge? When would I ever use Revenge? What if we went like this? Then Sweeping Strikes, a couple in here. That's 31. Now we're 51, so we still have some points to spare. We could go 5 here for the crit. We still have 4 left. We could put 2 here just to get 2% more damage. At this point, we're in the home stretch. We don't have many left to choose from, so maybe we put 2 points here. We get the full 5%. And we have 2 points to go. We could get maybe Imp Charge or something for the last 2. What do you guys think about this? The last point's inconsequential. If we get last stand, pretty much we have enough points down that we can get last stand, another huge oh shit button. Sounds pretty juicy. Like, are we really gonna die if we have this as well? We'd have to be in a really bad spot. You need Imp Shout to tank ST though. Oh, you're saying Imp Demo Shout? Last points of the Fury Tree? I could, but then I would be debate like those last points would be going into one of these three kind of like mediocre talents. Like they're okay, but they're not phenomenal. Yeah, anyway, no, that's a cool spec, man. I'm actually really strongly considering it, especially if we're going into ST. Going into ST with Last Stand, man. Two and Unbred I think could be solid, but the thing is I have a slow two-hander though. Why not Imp Hamstring? I just don't. I'm not really spamming Hamstring to get the proc. If it happens, yeah, I don't know. I think that's more of a PvP talent than Hamstring. That's kind of my TLDR on it. Oh yeah, I'm really thinking about that, man. ZKaz, thanks for hitting me up. I'm strongly considering getting Last Stand. Like, the question I'm gonna ask you guys is if I get Last Stand, does that help seal the deal a little bit more? Yeah, I might kill things a little bit slower, but I get 1k health on demand. I think that might seal the deal. Or make us a little bit stronger. Two and Fury Last Stand. It's using an Agibot. It's making more Mongoose. Losing enrages is massive damage loss while leveling. Okay. I only have 2 points in it though. Two deaths. I might be fine with losing that damage buff though, if it means I'm safer. You know. I think I'd be down to kill stuff like even 10% slower, if it means I have 1k health when I need it. Is that Winter String music? It is. I don't know why it's not changing. And I think we're not far enough out from from the city. Let me get a little bit further out here. It's kind of annoying too. It's like the No Mergon music, isn't it? Oh fuck! There's other Yeti over there. Yeah, that's enraged. Look at that. 10% damage when that procs though. That is pretty nice. Gotta say. These are melting like butter. Oh, there we go. The music's left. The music's gone. Hell yeah. I remember specifically coming out here when I was on my rogue. A couple months ago when I was doing hardcore rogue. I remember specifically these mobs were trucking me. I was getting demolished by these to the point where I was so terrified of that little freeze thing they were doing because I was thinking to myself that they could like just global me when I'm in that freeze. And on warrior they're not hitting too bad. So it really just goes to show the plate armor makes a world of difference compared to the leather on rogue, man. Just remember being terrified of these specific Yetis right here. Blood Craze would heal you more over time than Last Stand. Over time, that's the key thing though, two dads. I love how we can still talk about this. I'm just, hardcore isn't necessarily about aggregate value over time. Hardcore is about surviving one horrible thing that goes horribly wrong one time. A horrible thing happens once in a blue moon, but that's all it takes to end the run, you know? So I'm trying to spec in a way that that protects you against that one-off horrible engagement that you take where there's like 5 things chasing you and you're just like desperately trying to hang in there through all the days and through all the punishment until the leash breaks. Watch out for the Romeo Elite there. Oh yeah, good call. Ursius. Also the dragon turret, or the Chimera. Yeah, good call. Rename the stream Blood Craze Deep Dive. Isn't it cool though that we're still talking about these talents and going back and forth playing Devil's Advocate in like such an old game? They did such a good job with the talents. And the guy who made the talents is playing hardcore, guys. just amazing, dude. Kevin Jordan. All the talents, the specs, the abilities. He said before when we had he was on our podcast, our show, he said that the classes are like children to him. Which that definitely resonated with me. Like he said he said he loves them all the same, you know. The classes are like children to him. Elite Demon thing? That's in the south though, right? It's not down here? Oh, the Ghost in the Frozen Lake is an amazing grinding spot, Rocksteady. Yeah, they're low armor. Yeah, they get collapsed. But I still got some quests to do. What's the local time for you? Right now it is 4:07 p.m. right now, my man. 4:07 p.m. Is ST really worth the risk of grinding though? Less exciting, I know. Versus grinding, I know, Rob. Trust me, man. I'm starting to get to that point where it's too much on the line. That, like, the risk it for the biscuit. The biscuit is no longer tantalizing. Like, I just want to hit 60 and keep this character. I want the pink slip. I want the pink slip. I want to play this guy in TBC. You know, I'm running out of time here. If this guy doesn't get to 60, I'm probably not going to have a warrior in TBC. You know, I'm probably not going to be able to do arenas with my warrior. I just want to keep this guy. That's what it ends up being about once you're playing hardcore. I had to run out for 20 minutes to come back and my vid was frozen. Refreshed it. Fresh HC Death Clips vids uploaded. Oh yeah, the Death Clip compilation. Yeah, those are great to watch. Yo, you guys see, Graze and I were on Gorthax video, Gorthax highlights. Anybody watch Gorthax's arena highlights? He calls it the arena. We made it. Guess what clip made it? Yeah, it's so funny, man. It was the fucking barbecue clip. Oh man. I think Phase 6 will last at least 3 months until TBC. Yeah, Phase 6, what, Nax? I mean, Nax will be out for longer than 3 months, right? Let's say if Nax comes out in December, TBC, like, even the most aggressive timeline, I'd say, would probably come out next summer, or even fall. I mean, there might be a beta or something before, demo beta, something like that, but yeah, Nax is going to be out for a long time, bro, before TBC actually comes out. Yeah, the dual barbecue made it. Yes, it is groovy. Yes, it is, my man. We got the legendary IBS, and I'm not talking bowel syndrome. This means you have a lot of time to still finish characters class. True, I'm just saying. I still have to level up my main for TBC, which is going to be a hunter. So I still got to do that. I don't know. I just want this guy to 60 already. Blizzard said spring 2021. Well, they haven't said anything officially, right? But I mean, when you think TBC is coming out spring 2021, I would be shocked. I would be shocked. That's ridiculous. That would be so crazy. I know we saw that Nano tweet saying, you know, like you may something about May. I think it'd be like a beta in May. That'd just be so insane to announce it February, then it comes out. It's possible. Anything's possible. Time will tell. Not maining the warrior in TBC? Nah, man, I kind of want to play Hunter in TBC. But I'm going to play this guy in TBC, though. I'll do arenas with him. I feel like being a warrior in arena is so fun. You just stick on people like wet on rice. Hamstring, hamstring, hamstring. Mortal strike, mortal strike. All we really know is Blade Devs have said in interviews that they're working on TBC. Yeah, we'll see what happens. How did the guy die to a fire? We dueled and he got to 1 HP and then he got raided. And he looked over to acknowledge the raid and like thank Silver Sable for raiding him. And he stepped forward onto like a grill, like a Foreman grill. And he like Arms Warrior in Arena is a beast. I think way too many people are going to be playing them though. Maybe. I mean, I have no idea, man, because everybody could go flavor of the month, like Big Pumper, and go for Warlock and Hunter, and nobody played Melee. You know, like all the content creators, like myself included, are putting out all this information saying Melee kind of suck in DBC. I mean, not suck, but like, we're just, it is what it is, you know, like, that there's a lot of Melee unfriendly mechanics and stuff, and, you know, the damage kind of will pale in comparison. Generally speaking, again, if you have some, like, massive 200 IQ player, they'll probably out DPS some Warlocks and Hunters and stuff. But because of that, people might not go Melee. They may just drop their Warrior in Classic and go level up a Warlock or a Hunter because they want to be at the top of the meters.